Chosen one, listen carefully. You are not here by accident. This moment was written long before your birth. Heaven has aligned this encounter as a divine appointment, and the very fact that your spirit was drawn here is proof that the prophecy has found its vessel. Right now, you are standing on sacred ground, the threshold of a supernatural shift that will rewrite the story of your life. The scrolls of destiny are being unsealed, and your name is being spoken in heavenly places. What was once hidden, your inheritance, your authority, your divine release, is now being revealed. This is not coincidence. It is confirmation. Every tear, every season of waiting, every silent prayer that seemed unanswered, it was preparation for this unveiling. The heavens are declaring, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. It springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" Isaiah 43 verse 19. The spiritual seals are breaking, and what was once locked away from your reach is now being released into your hands. Chosen one, prepare your heart, because what's coming isn't just provision, it's purpose. Heaven is awakening you into your divine position. You are not watching this by chance. This is divine orchestration. Heaven has placed you in this exact moment, because the next chapter of your destiny is being activated. The spiritual realm is shifting, and your name is echoing through it. You've probably felt it lately, the stirring in your chest, the restlessness in your soul. The things that once satisfied you no longer do. The people who once understood you can no longer meet you where you are. That's not rejection, that's redirection. Heaven has changed your frequency. You are outgrowing the places that cannot hold the weight of your next assignment. The discomfort you feel isn't punishment, it's positioning. The breaking is making room for your becoming. God is rearranging your steps for something greater, a divine unveiling that will make sense only when you look back. What feels like confusion is actually construction. Heaven is building something through your obedience, your patience, and your pain. I've lived this pattern before. The moment before the miracle always feels like chaos. There was a time I lost everything I thought defined me: status, security, friends, peace. But I learned that I wasn't being buried. I was being planted. What looked like an ending became the soil where my purpose began to grow. And now, chosen one, that same shift is happening in your life. The divine transfer is being released. What you thought was lost is returning multiplied. What you thought was over is being resurrected. The seventh seal, the season of divine revelation, has been opened, and it carries your name within it. This is more than prophecy, it's activation. Heaven is issuing a command to time itself. Release what has been delayed. Every blessing that was held back, every breakthrough that was postponed, every promise that was paused, is now being released. You have passed the tests. You have endured the silence. You remained faithful even when you felt forgotten. And heaven has taken notice. Now the trumpet is sounding in the spirit, and the message is clear. Rise. Chosen one, the heavens are shifting in your favor. The divine scroll has turned to your chapter. This is your time of unveiling, of restoration, of divine wealth transfer. What's about to pour into your life isn't ordinary, it's supernatural. It's not luck, it's alignment. It's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Chosen one, this is your moment to awaken, to rise, to step into the destiny heaven wrote with your name on it before you were ever formed. You are not forgotten. You are being revealed. The prophecy has always been about you. Heaven is speaking. Are you listening? That is why your name has been summoned for release. The same doors that once resisted you are now under divine instruction to open. Even now, something unseen is shifting in your favor. I don't say this casually. The atmosphere around you has changed. The timing has changed. God is redistributing resources, influence, and divine ideas into the hands of those who carry His heart, and that includes you. The seventh seal represents divine fulfillment. It means the season of delay has expired, and the season of manifestation has begun. You are stepping into a realm where obedience becomes your currency and faith becomes your access. Every prayer you thought was forgotten is returning with visible proof. People will begin to remember your name. Opportunities will start aligning from unexpected directions, and favor will appear where it makes no logical sense. This isn't coincidence, it's covenant. The seal has been opened, and heaven's economy has recognized your faith. Anointed one, the same challenges that once drained you will soon serve your destiny. The rejection, the waiting, the misunderstanding, all of it sharpened your discernment. The wilderness was your training ground. You didn't just survive it. You were transformed by it. And now, the oil produced from your pain will fund your purpose. Heaven is saying, I'm trusting you with overflow because you've proven you won't waste it. Chosen one, don't confuse the weight you feel with warfare. It's not an attack, it's an announcement. Heaven is crowning you right now. You're not being crushed. You're being commissioned. Every pressure point is producing power. Every tear has been watering destiny. Every delay was divine timing expanding itself to hold what's coming next. If life feels heavier, it's because your purpose has grown. You're stepping into rooms your name was once unqualified for. You're becoming the living proof of what faith under fire can create. The seventh seal isn't about fear, it's about fulfillment. The prophecy is being revealed through you. Stay close now, chosen one, because what heaven meant by the seventh seal prophecy is about to be made clear. The seventh seal isn't only opening in the heavens, it's opening within you. It marks the unveiling of your true identity. The moment when what God once hid for your protection is now being revealed for your promotion. You've spent seasons feeling unseen, overlooked, or forgotten. But your hiddenness was never rejection, it was divine incubation. Heaven was strengthening you in silence so that when the seal broke, you'd be ready for what's being released. Anointed one, you've been prepared for a supernatural unveiling. What seemed like delay was sacred stillness. God has been building your roots deep before raising your influence high. And now, the breaking of the seventh seal marks divine exposure when your private faith becomes public evidence. The world is about to witness what heaven has been perfecting. I know that tension, when your spirit feels full but your life looks empty. I once asked God, why hide me when I'm ready to help? But I learned that waiting is not punishment. It's preparation. The longer the wait, the greater the weight of glory. When my own seal broke, everything accelerated. Finances, relationships, purpose. It felt like the air was charged with divine motion. That same current, chosen one, is now moving toward you. The seventh seal is the bridge between delay and divine acceleration. Once it opens, what took years will begin to unfold in days. The seventh seal has opened. Your release has begun. The dreams that once felt unreachable are now aligning. People who once overlooked you are beginning to remember your name. Doors you never knocked on will start to open on their own. This is the manifestation of heaven's wealth transfer, not merely in currency, but in influence, wisdom, peace, and divine access. You are being entrusted with heavenly resources to rebuild what was once broken. Chosen one, listen closely. The same power that rolled away the stone from Christ's tomb is now unlocking heaven's vault on your behalf. This isn't about luck. It's about spiritual lineage. You are part of a royal inheritance that cannot be canceled or revoked. The seventh seal represents God's confirmation that your bloodline is legitimate. Every delay was heaven verifying your authenticity. Every trial was divine testing. And now, heaven releases its seal of approval over your life. You'll begin to notice unusual alignments, divine patterns, the number 7 recurring, conversations that carry hidden confirmations. People will be drawn to your light, not understanding why. These are signs that the veil is thinning, and your name has been spoken in heavenly places. Anointed one, your discernment is being sharpened. What once confused you will soon make sense. Every rejection was a redirection. Every closed door a divine detour filled with hidden treasure. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it's transition. You're not falling apart, you're breaking through. The pressure is not punishment, it's birthing pain. Something sacred is being born through you. Something heaven has waited generations to reveal. This is your awakening. The seventh seal is not just a scripture, it's a living prophecy, manifesting through your obedience. You are walking proof of prayers once whispered by those who came before you. You carry the mantle of restoration, wisdom, and divine provision. The heavens are no longer silent. What was sealed is now being released into the hands of those who stayed faithful. You are one of them, refined in silence, proven in obscurity, now revealed in glory. This is divine redistribution. Favor, wisdom, and wealth are being reassigned to those heaven can trust, and you are among them. Remember this, the seventh seal brings not just blessing, but mandate. Heaven is not just rewarding you, it is entrusting you. Every opportunity, every open door carries purpose. You've been chosen not to store up, but to pour out. When God funds your mission, Nothing needs to be forced. What you once chased will begin to chase you. The Spirit of God declares, I have seen your faithfulness and lack. Now watch my faithfulness in your increase. The seventh seal marks the end of delay and the beginning of divine acceleration. Expect calls, connections, and provision to flow without striving. It's not coincidence, it's covenant. But remember, every blessing is also a test of character. You were faithful with little, and now heaven will trust you with much. You gave even when it hurt. You loved when it was easier to resent. You forgave when others held grudges. That's why the heavens have opened over you. As this transfer unfolds, the atmosphere around you will shift, confusion will lift, order will settle in, finances will align with purpose, and peace will overtake fear. The wait was never wasted. It was divine preparation for the weight of glory. Chosen one, the seal has opened, and your assignment begins now. The seventh seal ushers in restoration. Everything that was stolen, overlooked, or delayed is now returning, refined, multiplied, and perfectly aligned with heaven's calendar. You'll begin walking through doors that were once shut, speaking before people who once seemed unreachable. It will happen so effortlessly that you'll know it's not by human strength, but by divine orchestration. Your next season will not demand striving. It will invite surrender. You won't need to chase what's already yours. The seventh seal brings divine flow, not struggle. You are stepping into supernatural ease, guided by heavenly precision. Chosen one, you've endured enough pain to be trusted with power. Your waiting has not been wasted. Heaven took record, and now release is unfolding. The transfer has begun. The same God who kept you hidden is now unveiling you. The treasury of heaven stands open, and your name is attached to what's being released. But hear this, the seventh seal didn't open for your comfort, it opened for your calling. Heaven didn't bring you this far to keep you safe. It brought you here to make you seen. What was hidden will now be revealed. You're stepping into the light, not for applause, but for assignment. Your life carries a sound that stirs what is dormant in others. The pain you conquered and the silence you endured have become spiritual authority. You don't speak from theory, you speak from witness. That's why heaven is placing influence in your hands. When you speak, chains will break. When you move, atmospheres will shift. This isn't arrogance, it's alignment. Destiny rarely arrives when we feel ready. The first time God pulled me into the spotlight, I wanted to retreat. But obedience opens what fear never can. When I finally stepped forward, favor followed. Doors that once resisted became magnetic. That same grace now rests upon you. The seal is open, and heaven is calling you higher. The next chapter will require courage, not the absence of fear, but faith that acts in spite of it. You've proven endurance. Now heaven tests expression. Can you carry glory in public as humbly as you carried pain in private? Can you love loudly in a world that thrives on noise? You can, because you were designed for this. The seventh seal declares you are ready. This elevation is sacred, not for status, but for service. The oil on your life was never meant to be stored. It's meant to be poured. You are the answer to someone's cry, the sign to someone's doubt, the living evidence that God still fulfills promises. Prepare for divine acceleration. In the coming days, things will unfold suddenly. Ideas will flow freely. Opportunities will align naturally. And your spirit will know it's not coincidence, it's confirmation. But as you rise, remain rooted. Remember the one who sustained you in silence. Stay humble, stay teachable, stay aligned. The enemy cannot touch a heart anchored in gratitude. And if fear tries to speak, remind yourself, you are sealed, not shaken. The seventh seal doesn't just release power, it preserves it. You are covered, equipped, and chosen for this very hour. Rise with reverence, anointed one. The same spirit that raised Christ from the grave now moves through you. The prophecy is alive within you. What once lay hidden is now awakening in your spirit. The light that heaven placed inside your soul is rising to shine across nations. This is your moment of divine commissioning. You are no longer waiting to discover purposes, waiting for your surrender. The seal has been opened, the call has been released, and heaven is watching. Chosen vessel, as the seventh seal unfolds, the atmosphere around you will begin to shift. The resistance you once faced will start to recognize your authority. Doors that refused to open before will now respond to your name. This isn't luck, it's law, heaven's law of alignment in motion. You've stepped into divine timing, and time itself is now serving your destiny. Pay attention, anointed one. The signs will appear softly but unmistakably. You'll notice repeating numbers, 777, familiar moments that feel like déjà vu, conversations that bring deep confirmation. These are not coincidences. They are divine codes, messages from heaven letting you know the spiritual and natural realms are merging. When the seventh seal opens over your life, acceleration follows. Things will begin to move swiftly, sometimes so quickly that it feels uncomfortable. But don't panic. This is not chaos. This is divine motion. You're being carried by momentum you didn't manufacture. The blessings you once begged for are now chasing you. The right people are appearing at the right time. The right doors are opening without your effort. The right prayers are meeting their answers. I've walked through this shift before. There was a time when years of faithfulness produced nothing visible. But in one short season, every promise written in my journal began to manifest, not through striving, but through surrender. When heaven unseals a promise, it doesn't ask permission, it performs. And now, chosen one, heaven is performing on your behalf. You'll feel the weight lift. The warfare that surrounded you will begin to quiet, not because it's gone, but because your authority has increased. The same battles that once drained you will now bow to you. The energy around your life will become lighter, clearer, holier. Peace will take residence where confusion once lived. The world around you may no longer make sense. That's because you're standing inside supernatural order. Your discernment will sharpen. You'll see truth instantly and sense divine timing without striving. Heaven is rewiring your intuition, training your spirit to recognize alignment at first sight. This is why your pain was never wasted. It was preparation. Your past became your filter. Now, as abundance flows, you'll know what to embrace and what to walk away from. Be careful with your words in this season. When the seal opens, your voice carries creative power. Speak life, not limitation. Speak healing, not fear. Your declarations are building heaven's blueprint for your destiny. Angels are listening, waiting for your faith to give them direction. The seal is open. The call is clear. Heaven is in motion, and every force that once opposed you is now working for you. This is your moment of divine fulfillment. The seventh seal has been opened, and everything written over your life is now unfolding in divine order. There's a stillness after the storm, a light that feels unfamiliar yet holy, a peace that defies reason. When that happens, know this: the seventh seal has been opened within you. You've crossed a divine threshold, from striving into flow, from longing into manifestation. Chosen one, the prophecy has found its evidence, and the evidence is you. Your life itself has become the message. Heaven's decree is no longer just written, it's being performed through you. But understand this: the seventh seal is not only a personal awakening, it's a cosmic realignment. When heaven releases revelation, it doesn't end with one soul, it ripples through creation. The vibration rising inside you is the same energy stirring nations, shaking systems, and awakening hearts. You are part of a divine reconstruction, heaven rebuilding, Earth's order through vessels of light. This is that hour when the light in the chosen begins to confront the shadows of the age. You were not called to escape this generation. You were sent to transform it. Your very existence is living prophecy, proof that God still wraps answers in human form. When the seal broke, it didn't just awaken individuals, it awakened builders, the architects of a new world, and you are among them. Look around, the old systems tremble. Thrones of greed, fear, and manipulation are collapsing. Institutions are shaking. The illusion of control is unraveling. But don't let fear grip you, chosen one. You are not standing in the ruins. You are standing on the blueprint of renewal. Heaven is constructing through you. Every gift you carry, every word you speak, every act of obedience, it all adds to this holy architecture. I've seen this pattern before. There was a time when my own world fell apart. Work, relationships, even my faith seemed to crumble. Yet in that emptiness, I began to recognize what was real. God never tears down without intention to rebuild. Every loss became a layout. Every closed door, a cornerstone. And now, that same divine process is unfolding in your life. The breaking wasn't destruction, it was preparation. Heaven was clearing the false to reveal the pure. Chosen one, the new era will not be birthed by noise, but by light. The torchbearers of wisdom, not ego. Those who lead with compassion, not pride. That's you. You are heaven's quiet revolution, one act of love, one moment of truth, one revelation at a time. You are restoring what wealth can't purchase and power can't imitate: truth, unity, and divine peace. Anointed one, the seventh seal represents heaven's decree. The kingdoms of this world now bow to the kingdom of our God. Everything that once resisted divine order must now align with it. That's why the atmosphere feels unfamiliar. The spiritual climate has shifted. What used to work before will no longer sustain you, because you are no longer operating from the old realm. You carry heaven's new frequency, and soon you'll start to notice it in the smallest, most ordinary moments. The stillness, the peace, the flow. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The seventh seal has opened, and heaven is moving through you. The places that once felt like home will now feel too limited. Even your thoughts are expanding beyond what you once knew. This is evidence that your inner world has shifted. The seal has transformed your spiritual blueprint. You now think like a builder, perceive like a prophet, and move with heavenly authority. Chosen one, your influence is divine design, not coincidence. Where your feet step, light will awaken. Where your voice is heard, peace will anchor. Where your hands sow, abundance will rise. You are not waiting for heaven's blessing. You are the blessing. This is the rebuilding of what was lost, and it begins with you. The seventh seal has opened the chapter of divine manifestation. This is the moment when everything heaven wrote about you begins to take form on earth. You are no longer preparing. You are performing prophecy. The waiting room has closed. The wondering has turned into witnessing. What you once prayed for through tears now stands before you as truth. Anointed one, this hour is weighty. Heaven has synchronized your steps with divine timing. Every setback, every delay, every detour was not denial, it was preparation. The time that felt wasted was heaven's countdown to your unveiling. You have stepped into what Scripture calls the fullness of time, when all things align for God's purpose to unfold perfectly. You may already feel it, the quickening in your spirit, the unusual peace, the sudden awareness that something has shifted. That's confirmation. The seventh seal is heaven's signal that divine timing has arrived. Nothing and no one can interrupt what has been appointed for you. I remember a time when I was desperate for a breakthrough, trying to open doors that weren't yet meant to open. But when I finally surrendered and trusted the divine order, everything moved at once. Unexpected messages came. Opportunities unfolded. Long shut doors opened in a single night. That's when I learned alignment accelerates destiny. Chosen one, now heaven is responding to your alignment. This hour carries both manifestation and multiplication. What used to drain your strength will now flow with grace. Divine connections, right conversations, and perfect timing will begin surrounding you. Even your missteps will start working for your favor. Heaven is redeeming lost time. God is closing outdated chapters to open new ones. You may feel led to step away from certain people, habits, or environments. Don't resist that pull. It's not rejection, it's repositioning. When the seventh seal opens, heaven reorganizes your life to match your next level. Every ending is an introduction to something greater. Chosen one, hear this. This is your season of evidence. You will not have to prove that you are chosen. The results will speak. Those who question you will witness your elevation, not as punishment, but as revelation. They will see what favor looks like when it rests on the obedient. You were faithful through the fire, steadfast through the silence, consistent through the storm, and now, reward meets readiness. Heaven is aligning ideas, contracts, and opportunities that were waiting for your obedience. The seventh seal is not a single event, it is a divine movement. The kingdom is advancing through you. Stand tall. The appointed time is not approaching, it has arrived. The gates of manifestation are open, and heaven's decree is clear. No more delay. Walk in it, speak in it, rest in it. Everything you prayed for is now entering your timeline. You have reached the moment the prophecy was always pointing to, the moment of fulfillment. Heaven's word is no longer just a promise. It's a performance. What once existed only in vision is becoming visible in your reality. You have moved from prophecy to proof. The atmosphere around you has changed. You can feel it. A deep peace confirms it. What used to feel impossible now feels inevitable, because heaven has finalized what opposition tried to postpone. The warfare is over. The verdict is sealed. The outcome favors you. You are standing in answered prayer. And when fulfillment comes, it doesn't shout. It settles. It comes wrapped in peace, not pressure. That's how you know the promise has arrived. Chosen one, this is your resting place of manifestation. The seventh seal has opened. The heavens have aligned. And now, you walk as the living evidence of prophecy fulfilled. The seventh seal marks a divine transition from battle to beauty, from striving to serenity, from waiting to witnessing. You've stepped into the hour where God's promises no longer linger on the horizon there, unfolding right before your eyes. You will see it now, dreams aligning, provision appearing, ideas bearing fruit. You'll understand that the prophecy was never just about an event. It was about evolution. Heaven didn't simply send a breakthrough. It birthed a new version of you. Chosen one, the new you carries authority that needs no validation. You walk with a peace that quiets every storm. You move with purpose, not pressure, with faith, not fear. The seventh seal has altered your spiritual DNA. What once drained you will now serve you. What once wounded you will now strengthen you. The very battles that tried to bury you will now announce your rise. This is not revenge, it's vindication. Heaven's way of proving that obedience still pays off. But hear this, anointed one, fulfillment brings responsibility. You are not only a receiver, you are now a releaser. Everything heaven pours into you, wisdom, resources, peace, favor, must flow through you to others. You've become the divine bridge between promise and manifestation, between heaven and earth. And as you walk in this glory, remain humble. Every miracle is not a trophy, it's a task. Every answered prayer carries an assignment. You've been elevated not to boast, but to build. You are living proof that God still honors faith, still exalts the humble, and still fulfills His word in ways no man can fabricate. Lift your head, chosen one. The seventh seal has completed its work. Heaven has opened, and the earth is responding. Your life has become living testimony. Step boldly into this season of fulfillment, knowing that what heaven began cannot be undone. The prophecy was never just about an ending. It was always about becoming. This is your divine hour. The seal is open. The story is alive. Heaven's word is breathing through you. You are standing in your kairos moment, the meeting point of preparation and promise. Every delay was divine timing waiting for this exact moment. The veil has lifted and supernatural exchange has begun. You are not chasing blessing. Blessing is locating you. The same voice that spoke creation into existence now orchestrates your destiny. What was lost returns refined. What was withheld is being released. You are walking beneath open skies. Guard your peace, protect your light, and stay anchored in gratitude. The favor coming doesn't need force, it flows. You're now moving in divine rhythm, guided by unseen hands that know the path ahead. Heaven whispers, you have crossed over. You are ready. Let these words settle in your spirit. No more striving, only receiving. The seventh seal has unlocked your next chapter, and soon, all will see the evidence. If this word resonates in your soul, declare it. Comment your sacred number 777 or 99 and say, I receive the seal. The prophecy was never about waiting. It was always about becoming. Walk in it, rise in it, live it.